Okay, so here comes another upgrade to the Razor. We decided to try these Spike LED headlight kit. It also has filters. So if you run a radio in your Razor, these filters right here will keep out the static because LED runs off a frequency. So I'm going to, here I'll turn headlights on. This is before low beam, high beam. And when I get these new ones installed, we'll see what the difference is. Yeah, here, let's... Okay guys, I'm going to try to get the right angle here. We're going to change out these factory headlight bulbs for LED ones. And if you see this right up here, all we have to do, if I can keep the camera on it, is twist it and pull it straight back. Okay, let me get the camera at a better angle here so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, and all we're going to do is we're going to squeeze this tab right here, right there. If you squeeze that tab, you could pull the headlight bulb right off. And then we're going to set that in the box, so we still have the factory ones. Now also, these LED lights right here, okay, come with a filter. So when you run your radio, the frequency from the headlight doesn't come through static on your radio. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take these two ends, okay, and we're going to plug them together just like so. Squeeze it. I heard it click, so we're good. And then we're going to take this and we're going to put this up in the socket like we took the other one out. And there we go. Okay, now they said these are adjustable. Now, do you see how this is angled? You see it's not straight across back and forth? I'll show you why. Okay guys, here's where we can adjust which direction this is going to be. See, there's a little silver, see if I can get a better angle here, get it to focus. There's a little silver set screw right there that takes an Allen wrench. Okay, here I'm going to go ahead and take this out so I can show you guys. Let's see here. Okay. Alright. Now do you see inside that hole there's another little hole inside? You can rotate this whole thing right here. See? You rotate that to whatever hole you need and it will adjust. See these tabs right here? It goes in a certain way. So you have to figure out which way you need to go with it, and I did already. I found out I need this hole right here so it will sit flat. So let me get this set screw back in here and we will see how it lines up inside the housing there. I'm almost positive this is the right hole that I need. Now you don't have to go crazy on tightening it, but you do want to make sure it's snug. Give it, a little twist there. Okay, and now we're gonna go back up here, and we're going to, there. Now, let's see if I can get the angle here. Do you see how that is flat, straight across, left and right? That's what we're after, because it's going to reflect off that chrome in there, and it's going to put a pattern out in front of us. Now, if we had it tilted more down, like it was, it would be reflecting on the top and down, so we'd have a narrow beam, a really narrow beam going out. This will give it more of a flood beam going out. Okay, let me get this. I got to go get me some twist ties, because we're going to take this cable here and we're going to plug it into the factory cable, just like so. Okay, and then I'm going to zip tie it up here out of the way, but I need to keep it away from the back of the headlight bulb. You see that right there? Because LEDs get hot, so this is going to get warm. So when I do this, I'm probably going to bring it back here and zip tie it to the frame up here out of the way. Okay, so when I get some zip ties and I start doing that, I'll get back at it for you guys so you can see what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay guys, I want you to see where I'm putting this. I zip tied the wires together right here. This is right there. Okay, and now I'm going to take it up and away from everything and debris from this wheel, and I'm going to put it on the top of the frame right there, and I'm going to zip tie it there so it'll be clamped to the frame like that, and it won't go anywhere, and it'll be protected from any rock or mud or whatever I might shoot up in there. Okay, so let me get the zip ties on and then I'll show you in a minute. Okay guys, here's the back of the headlight. Okay, and follow that line. There's the plugs and the filter, frequency filter, right up here. Let's see if I can get this up in there so you guys can see. I just zip tied it to the frame above, on top of the frame. Because see, here's looking from down up. See, it's above the frame right there, so it's all going to be protected. Okay, look at that guys. Look at the difference in those. The one on the driver's side is the new spike LED headlight bulb, and the one on the passenger side, of course, is the factory one. Look at the difference of that. That is going to make a lot of difference on the trail at night. And if we look at the difference on the garage door. Here, I'll reach in real quick and shut these lights off out here. Look at the difference. And we still have light coming in from that window right there, but I can't do much about that right now. But look at the difference. That's pretty bright. Okay, I'm going to start this other one here in a minute, get the light back on. When I get the camera set up on the other side, I will turn it back on and get started and so you guys can see it. Okay, I got the camera set up. We're gonna pull this one out of here, and it's the plug on the back of the headlight housing. Guys, you just twist it towards the middle of the vehicle, and then if you remember what I told you on the other side, there's a little let's see if I can get you. There's a little button right here. You push on that. Now I got to set the camera down to do this. You push on that and you pull the bulb straight down, see, and it comes down. So we'll put this in the box. I got the other one sitting out here ready to go. And this plugs, the headlight plugs into the filter. Okay, here's the filter. And then this plug on the end of the filter, you can't mix them up. They're different sizes, so don't worry about it. Plug this into your factory housing. Okay, so let's get this popped in there and see if it's adjusted right. And there we go. And guys, it looks good. So I'm going to take this, reach up. Let me put you down here and tilt the camera so you can see what I'm doing here. Okay, we're going to take this and we're going to plug it right into the factory housing. Squeeze it till you hear a little click. And then it's zip tying the wires up on top of the frame like I did to the other side. It's a little tight quarters here. I don't think I can get the camera up there. I showed you on the other side how I did it. I'll do the same thing on this side. All it is just folding your wires up, zip tying it to the filter box, and then zip tying that to the top of your frame. And I suggest to go to the top of your frame so that you don't accidentally kick a stick up and wipe it out and rip your wiring out. Okay, so make sure you think about the kind of terrain you're on. You know, you can kick a big rock up, and if it hits this little plastic box, I'm pretty sure it's going to crush it. So you want to put it in a place to where it's protected, okay? All right, I'll be right back after I get this folded up and get it up top and zip tie it. Okay guys, I got this side done. It's awful hard to see up in there though. It's pretty dark, but you can see the wire right here coming from the back of the headlight. Right here. Goes back this way. Here's the plug. I get my hand out of the way. There's the plug. And I was able, if you can see my hand, I was able to get it up on top of the frame, but more towards the middle of the vehicle. Unlike the other side, I couldn't do that. This side, I spent a couple more minutes and I was able to get that on there. So it's a little bit more protected that way. I'm just worried about big rocks and stuff like that hitting it. All right, let's see. There's low beam. Off, low beam. And here's high beam. I really don't see much of a difference, guys. Do you? Between low beam, high beam? It flickers, but I don't see any big difference. I don't even see any difference, just a flicker. So I might have to give the company a call and find out if this is normal or maybe there's something wrong with the bulb. I'm not sure. But it seems both of them seem to be doing the same thing. Yeah, I don't see any difference, guys. Here's low beam. Tell me if you see a difference. There's low beam. Ah, I see. There we go. There's high beam. So it takes a second before it goes back to low beam after you flip it back to low beam. Yep, there it is. Okay, guys. Now, I think these are a little too high. So I'm going to adjust the headlights now, the headlight housings. So I will show you how to do that here in a minute, okay? Okay guys, I was going to show you where you can adjust your headlights at. If you go underneath where the headlight is, just go on the back side. See that brass bolt or screw there? See if I can get it to focus in on it. And then you have another one on the left side, right there. And that's how you can adjust your headlight if you need it left, right, up, down, etc. If you have any troubles, just let me know. You know, leave a comment down below, and I will get back to you as soon as possible and try to help you if you're having any kind of an issue. I did call the company for the headlights because when I put on my high beam, it floods out like the low beam, like it should be a low beam. And when I put the low beam on, of course, the beam gets straighter and a little bit more narrow, and higher, which tells me that's the high beam. So I got a call into them. I was 10 minutes too late. They all had left already for the day. So I left a message and I recorded it, and I will be recording the call with them when they get back to me tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow, and I will let you guys know what the deal is on that. I don't know if maybe the dealership gave me the wrong part number, but I did tell them it was for a 2020 Polaris Razor 900S. So mistakes happen, you know. People get in a hurry and, you know, this is what we got, blah, 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 and they think it's the right one. They hand it to you and you get home and you find out it's not. But we don't know what the situation is yet. I'll find out tomorrow. And when I do, I'll add this to the video on this installation and let you guys know if it's the wrong part number, if they got to send me something different, or etc., etc. I hope you guys have a great evening. So far, I'm pretty happy with these lights, even though they're, you know, it's on the switch a little different. But we'll see if they have a fix for it. I hope they do, because these things are bright. I have to tell you, they are really bright. Okay, I will talk to you later. Okay, guys. The reason why I didn't see that much of a difference, when I installed these and was worried about my angles, I actually turned the bulb upside down. Instead of moving the bracket that's hooked to the bulb with that little set screw, instead of just moving that, I moved the bulb, and I had my high beam, low beam upside down. So I corrected that now. I got the bulbs in the right position, and I'm going to show you this here in a minute so you guys don't make the same mistake I made. Alright, I'm going to come back here. That's low beams, by the way. And as you see, and yes, I'm in a different shop. I came to the back workshop to work on this. Here goes high beams. See the difference? So when I switch it, it's got a small delay and it goes back to low beam right there. High beam is immediate as soon as you hit it. And these things are bright. I mean bright. So, okay, let me push this thing up and get the lights back on, and I will show you my mistake, not the manufacturer's mistake. It was my mistake. And I just don't want you guys to do the same thing I did, so I'll be right back. Okay, guys, this is what I did. Do you see that, how that bulb is facing right now? You see the LEDs? Do you see how that one on the top is back? That is the high beam. That is supposed to be forward like that. So see, now on both sides, because I rotated it, they're both forward. So being both forward, all I have to do now is just put it in here. Let's see if I can rotate it, lock it in. There it is. And it was my mistake. When I popped it in there, I rotated the bulb, didn't even realize I rotated it. So my high beams were on the bottom and they were supposed to be on the top forward. So remember that if you get these lights. It's not the manufacturer's fault. This was my fault. I want to make that clear. And also, I want to make clear, nobody is paying me to do this. Nobody is sponsoring me, giving me stuff to show you guys. This is all out of my pocket. All the stuff that I added, like the KFI winch. Okay? All these light bars, everything that I add to this is out of my pocket. Nobody is paying for this stuff. I'm paying for it. And I'm letting you guys know, so far, my winch, my lower light bar, upper light bar, my KFI winch, my windshield, my mirrors. I did just change out these headlights, and we're going to find out here shortly just how good they are at night. My wiper, I mean, everything that I've added to this thing has been a plus. It's been good. It's worked out great. The HD wheels, they're not that expensive, but they're a good wheel. They've held up for me. These tires, these Sedonas, the Rockabilly tires, they have held up for me. They're doing great. I love them. I mean, it's just everything I've done to this so far. I'm doing these reviews for you guys so you guys can see, oh, it works or it don't work, or, you know, it's crap, it let out on me in a month, or whatever. This stuff is still kicking, still working good, and I'm totally satisfied. I even added these lights up here. Okay, now we have a store that is, I don't know if you guys have them around you, but it's called Rural King. It's kind of like a Tractor Supply, you know, stuff like that. I got these ammo boxes, and I keep all my gear in it. They're rubber sealed, so they don't get dirty, wet. You know, if I get a bunch of mud and water back here, you know. See, I keep all my snatch blocks and everything back here, you know. I mean, and it keeps it clean and dry. I've had no trouble with those. And I put 2 holes and I put rubber washers on the bottom to hold these boxes in place, so when I start jumping or, you know, I get a little crazy with it, my stuff isn't flying out the back. This light kit, legal road light kit, you know, the turn signals, the horn, the front turn signals, the 4-ways, it all works good. These switches that I bought off Amazon for interior lights, you know, all my switches work, all my lights are still working. Everything that I've added to this thing has worked. Here, these right here, I love these, and we've had no trouble with them. They just, everything we've added, I've been so happy with. It has worked out and stayed working. And man, I tell you, you see how bright those headlights are? No more of that yellow crap, you know, when you're on the trail. And that's why I added these other lights, because the factory headlights on this thing was horrible. I mean, yellow. I mean, I wasn't driving in fog, so I don't need yellow headlights, you know what I mean? So I want to see everything. I want to see every twig, every branch, every rock. So that's why I did that. Next, I will be adding lights up underneath my fender wells here. I don't know if you guys can see, I'm going to add them up underneath here, shining down, and they will be white lights, because if something ever happens on the trail, I can light up every 4 corners of my vehicle. You know, if you screw up a tie rod end or snap a drive shaft, you know, you got light to work with. You just start your machine up and flip the lights on. So that'll be something else that I'm going to be adding. And as you see, I've added the stickers to my vehicle here, to my Razor, of things that I've been adding. You know, when you buy stuff, they give you stickers. And I got a little sticker happy. And I came back here, and as you see, I don't even think Jugs makes anything for side-by-sides. I don't know. But I put it on there because I like stuff like that, you know. And another thing that I'll be doing, guys, is I'm finishing up. I'm getting some time free now, so I'm going to be finishing up this brush guard. And I want to give you guys a sneak peek on what I'm doing here, just to kind of give you an idea. I don't know if I can hold this and show you at the same time. I don't know if you can see that or not. I'm trying to hold it there in place for you. But this will be, you know, I'm making 2 of those. And then down here, there'll be a piece coming from down here up here to protect this plastic here. Because I've seen some guys on the trail actually crack their front ends. So I want to stop that from happening. So I'll be adding that and rock sliders / tree kickers down here. So watch for the future videos. As I get things coming in the mail, I will be putting them on, and I'll show you guys how I'm doing it, what I'm doing, and what product I'm using. And if I have trouble with any of my products that I'm putting on this machine, I will make a video and let you know exactly what troubles I'm having. If it's my error or if it's a product failure, I will let you know. Okay, guys, so I'm going to wrap this up, get my workshop cleaned up again, and get this video edited for you guys so you can see what's going on. I'll talk to you guys later, and I hope you have a great night. Here we go. This is the night test on the headlights. Here's low beam. That's pretty bright. Let me get out and I'll show you what it looks like from the front. And keep in mind, this is low beam headlights. Okay? And now I'm going to hit the high beams. There's high beams. You can see it shining up in the trees over there more. It's lighting up more further out. And as you see, whoo, that's pretty bright. Now, we're going to add the lower light bar. Okay, hey, that almost looks like a face. 2 eyes and a nose. Okay, and here we go with the Sasquatch bar, light bar. That's pretty bright, guys. Wow, I can barely look at that. And now look in front. Now I'll shut all these off and put the low beams on. Okay, and now I'll do just the Sasquatch bar. Looks like I need to adjust that up a little bit, don't it? It lights up across the road. It's just hard to see on camera. And then here's the small 7-inch bar. So I think it all looks really good. So guys, let me know what you think. Bye.